Have you ever witnessed a life crying out desperately for help? A seemingly harmless fence turned into a dangerous trap for two wild deer. Follow the journey of a kind-hearted man who performs a heartfelt rescue. It was a peaceful autumn morning in the outskirts of the forest. John, a middle-aged man who lived near the woods, often took morning walks to breathe in the fresh air. But today was different. Suddenly, from afar, he heard strange noises, the sound of antlers clashing against metal, painful groans, and the rustling of bushes. Following the sounds, John stumbled upon a heartbreaking scene. Two male deer with large antlers had accidentally gotten caught in a barbed wire fence while fighting for territory. One deer lay collapsed on the ground, exhausted from struggling, while the other stood nearby, its antlers tightly entangled in the metal, unable to free itself. John knew that if he didn't act immediately, both deer would either die from exhaustion or become easy prey for predators lurking in the forest. Without wasting time, John ran back home to gather tools, a pair of wire cutters, a large blanket, and some water. He returned to the scene, approaching the deer slowly to avoid scaring them further. John started with the deer lying on the ground. He carefully examined its antlers, where the barbed wire was tightly wrapped. With the wire cutters in hand, he meticulously cut through each strand. The process wasn't easy, as the deer flinched with every cut, making the situation more dangerous. After 10 tense minutes, the first deer was finally freed. It struggled to stand, its legs trembling from exhaustion, but John quickly brought water to help it recover. Next, John turned his attention to the second deer. Its antlers were deeply wedged between two metal bars. He had to use all his strength to pry the bars apart while keeping the deer from struggling too much. After about 15 minutes, the antlers were finally freed. The two deer stood side by side, their eyes fixed on John as if to say thank you. But instead of running away immediately, they lingered for a moment, as if sensing the safety this man had provided. John couldn't stop thinking about the two deer after rescuing them. A week later, he spotted them near his property, as if they were searching for the familiar presence of their savior. He decided to leave some food and water in a corner of his yard, and from that moment on, the two deer regularly returned to visit their benefactor. John named them Brave and Harmony, symbols of courage and the connection between humans and nature. In the days that followed, John cared for them like cherished friends. He didn't confine them, allowing them the freedom to roam the nearby woods. But Brave and Harmony always returned, as if they had found a second home. The final image is of John sitting on his porch, watching Brave and Harmony peacefully grazing under the golden glow of the setting sun. He said, "Our lives are sometimes defined not by what we take, but by what we give." Saving them was not just an act of kindness, but a lesson in loving nature. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Together, we can spread love and protect nature.